Hey guys, Mikey here with another deck profile, and don't mind whatever noise you hear in the background, that's just the AC running, because it's nice and cold in here anyway. Today for you I have Pendulum Spellcasters. Pendulum is a new mechanic that will be coming out during this summer, with the new structure deck and the Duelist Alliance, so you will be able to play this deck very soon if you like it. I've yet to really get any good duel videos because people keep rage quitting on me. You'll see that, but right now, one thing I want to point out, we'll do it later. It's a 45 card deck. Yes, I know you're all freaking out. It's 45 cards. Don't stress it. You need it. Anyway, 3 Dark Magicians. This is Dark Magician based, so 3 Odd Eyes because he's so good at searching out these guys. 2 Dark Magician Girl. 3 was too cloggy, and I just didn't want to draw into them. I did, but I got rid of them pretty fast. 3 Magician of Astromancy. Basically, what he does, if a Pendulum monster attacks, no spells for you. Your opponent can't activate spells until the end of the damage step, and its monster effect. When exactly 1 Pendulum monster is returned to the hand by an opponent's effect, can special summon that same monster. With a monster or a monster with the same name. 3 Skilled Dark Magician to get Dark Magician out faster. 3 Gaga Magician for level manipulation for Dark Magician and DMG Girl. 3 Magician of Chronomancy. Be wary of this card. He gets a little cloggy because in order to activate him as a Pendulum monster, you have to have no monsters on your board. But if you get him off and a Pendulum monster you control attacks, no traps. So basically these two combine, Astromancy and Chronomancy, they create an Armadis, or Armades, whatever you want to call it. And then to finish off our monsters, 3 Effect Veiler, because Effect Veiler is God and you do need the negating power. As for spells, we have 2 MST, 3 Supply Unit. Honestly, you could bring it, because with Supply Unit, well, for some reason, with this deck, it's hard to get rid of the monsters. I don't know why. The only way to get rid of them is by Mirror Force or Dark Hole. Other than that, no one can clear my board so easily. 2 Secret Sanctuary of the Spellcasters. The reason I run 2, not 3, is because this card is situational, because if you have only 1 spellcaster, you're screwed if that thing gets destroyed. But if you have a good setup with a fact that you know you can protect your magicians, your spellcasters, then you're good to go. Because this card is godly when you can use it. Whenever a monster accepts a spellcaster as normal specialed to your opponent's board, and you have another face-up spell, hint hint, the Pendulums, every monster your opponent normal or special summons can activate the effects and cannot attack for the turn, which is absolute bullshit. 3 Secret Village. If you have a spellcaster on your board, not Pendulum. Pendulum doesn't count. Kind of pisses me off, but it says monster, so I understand why. So if you have a spellcaster and your opponent doesn't, your opponent can activate traps. If neither player has if I don't have spellcasters, I can activate spells. So it kind of sucks, but that's how it works. And so traps, we have 2 Magician Circle. When you attack with a spellcaster, you can special summon 1 spellcaster with 2,000 or less. So you can do literally anything except for Odd Eyes and Dark Magician. Anything. These are all spellcasters. Even Effect Veil. 1 Bottomless, 2 Mirror Force, 1 Pendulum back. What this does is, if you have your Pendulum skill set, you can return 2 monsters from your graveyard that fall within the Pendulum scale. So let's say you have Chronomancy and Astromancy, and you have Dark Magician and Gaga Magician Engraved. You can add them back to hand. And then you can go crazy shit. Through Breakthrough Skill, like I said, the one thing that screws up this deck is monster effects. So if you have enough negating power, you're good to go. 2 Call the Haunted, I really find Call the Haunted good, because in this Pendulum deck, you cannot really always rely on your hand. Alright, so Graveyard is good too, and 1 Song Warning. Honestly, you can either Ixnay the supply unit or the Break the Skill if you want. But that's up to you. This is my take on the deck. As for the extra deck, you can change it up if you want, because with the effect failure, you can go level 7, level 8, level 5. So you can put in synchros if you want. I use it for negating power, so I really don't want to go that route. I'd rather keep it in hand, but it's up to you. So extra deck goes as follows. 1 number 74, 1 Dragosack, 1 Big Eye, and 2 Dark Magician Evolutions will round off the rank 7s, because I like flexibility in the deck, and this guy is the MVP of the deck. He is the MVP. We only have 2 rank 6 in the deck. We have Magi Madoka Magician Girl. It's like they completely ripped off Madoka Magica. I don't know what Konami was thinking. I just like calling it that. Magi Madoka Magician Girl. That's the best name I love. Anyway, with this card, you're not going to use the effects. You can if you want, but mainly you're going to use her to go into Dark Magician Evolutions. That's the best route you can go. Summon her into Magician Evolutions into Dark Magician. Now what he does is you can detach 1 and special summon 1 spellcaster normal from your hand or deck. If a spellcaster normal monster attacks, you can use his effect and banish 1 card your opponent controls. Any card. Banish. And this can still attack, so it's a free banish, literally a free banish. You lose nothing out of it. So, and then for the rank 4s, we have 1 Black Ship, 1 Direwolf, 1 Exits All Night, 1 Maestroke, 1 Level Chain, 1 Digusto, 1 Abyss Dweller, and Cowboy. And I'm only having 1 card in the side deck, that's Dark Hole, because you're not going to really need the destructive power because you have all the destructive power right here. Right here. And in these guys. These guys, especially him. So we're going to go into the duel videos. I have about 4 of them for you. And let's go into them right now. And here we are with the duel videos. I was wrong. I don't have 4. I have 5 of them for you. Now, they might be short for a simple reason, and we're just going to go to that reason. I'm going to go in the order because, So let's start here. So I'm playing Lightsworn Dragon Wars. I'm surprised that I won. So here I go into the skilled Dark Magician. I set my warning. I set my circle. And then I play Pendulum Dragon. Oh, also on a side note, Pendulums do count as spell cards, so they can be used for the counters on skilled Dark Magician. So with Odd Eyes, I get my Magician of Astromancy. He doesn't really have a good hand. He's just gonna MST my circle. And I have another counter. I'm like, okay, MST that. Hello, Dark Magician. Attack for 2500. Activate another Astromancy. He MSTs. I have Gagaga, so I'm like, okay, let's do this. Let's go straight into Illusions. What can he do? His turn. He has the Eclipse, and I draw Gagaga. So that's just game right there, because with only 1 Eclipse, there wasn't much he could do. This one is against Malefics. This duel really screwed him up. It really screwed him up. Notice what I have this early on. Secret Village. So he plays the Upstart, I get the 1000. Look at all those Malefics. He sets the Dark Rod. I'm like, okay. Whoops, what happened? Okay, so I play the Chronomancy first because I didn't want to have it stuck in my hand. So I'm like, okay, let's go for Chronomancy. I play skilled Secret Village. Now, what I'm wondering is, why didn't he Dark Bribe it? he could have Dark Bribed and left him in a good situation. But I'm like, okay. I was afraid of his face down, so I just left it as is. And I see the guy, I'm like, okay, I'm not going to go into a rank 4 just yet. I want to go my Dark Magician Girl play. And because of my Secret Village, he can't play his Mount, which screwed him over big time. I go into my Madoka Magical Magician Girl, into Illusions, into Dark Magician. I banish out his Dark Bribe, but he plays D Prison. I chain with Circle and he changed with Bribe. I'm like, okay, I got a free draw, whatever, banish it, I don't care. He's just gonna end here because he really can't do anything. If he had Dark Bribe this, I don't know what he was doing. If he had Dark Bribe this, I would have been in some serious trouble. Then again, I did have Mirror Force. This one is against an ingenious deck. Masked Hero Dark Worlds. I'm like, okay, this is gonna work. So it's my turn. I get Terraforming. Yes, at the time I was playing Terraforming. I get my 3. I get Dark Magician. I end my turn. Odd Eyes gets me Chronomancy, and just in case this is a backup, he can't do anything. Look at his hand. I'm just gonna say fuck you. But Illusions and Dark Magician. Attack for 5k. End turn. Look at that. He had nothing. He could have done something. This card really screws a lot of people over. So, this one too. I'm sorry if they were all rage quits, but that's the best I could get. Everyone rage quits. Yes, at the time I was playing Magical Mouse, testing out a whole bunch of things, Mystic Tomato and all. It just didn't work out. See? But I did get this. I was happy about that. He plays Marshall. I'm like, okay, go for it. He gets nothing. He gets Prince Bar. I'm like, okay. Fragrant Storm, yes. Blah, blah, blah. I get Draw Power. I get another Circle. I'm like, okay, attack. Call the Haunted. I get Dark Magician. A replay happens. I take out both of them. I go into Gaga. Magi, Madoka Magica. And he gives up then and there. I don't know why. Like, he had Beastkeeper, Blade Fader. I don't know what he was doing. This is the last one. He actually put up a fight, which I enjoyed. So, as you can see, I didn't have much of a hand, but it built up. He was running Trap Tricks Gemini, which was an interesting build, to be honest. I'm just gonna set everything, hoping to bait out some spells from him. He plays my I'm like, nope. I get Pendulum back, but I can't use it just yet. Honestly, I didn't use it at all. He plays Donaria. I'm like, okay, sure, get rid of him. I don't care. He summons Exciton Knight. Why does he summon Exciton Knight? We were even. 5 cards each. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 5 cards each. I don't know why. Look at this. I was forced to double MST just to get my Dark Magicians. I did. That thing was a threat, so I got rid of it ASAP. I play Astroman. Oh, I don't play Astromancy. Look at this. I thought he was gonna go into Quasar, but he just goes into Nympheus. I'm like, okay. I get Valor. As you can see, I want to keep it in hand because I really don't want to use it. I could have went like level 8, prevent him from going level 5, but there was no point. I didn't even have a weights at the time, so. So I'm like, no, you don't get Atrax's effects. I was scared that he had like trap holes in his hand, so I was like, nope. Look at that bottomless. If I had played Magician, I was done. Here comes Supply Unit. I wanted to see how the duel would go if I could get Supply Unit off, but so he Butterfly and plays Supervise with it. I'm like, bye-bye. He gets supervised, plays in defense, and I don't know, did it happen here? Yeah, he surrendered. Because he knew I wasn't gonna summon, I was just gonna bait out all of his monsters. He only had Gigaplant in hand, so I don't know what he could have done. But yeah, that's the deck. People keep rage quitting against me. You test it for yourself and you tell me people aren't gonna rage quit on you. Anyway, if you like the deck, comment, make your builds, have fun with it. And if you like, build it when these Pendulum support comes out, and I'll see you guys later.